I'll take you to the Ashanti region, where the police is blaming sections of the public for disturbing the scene of a crime where they engaged an armed robbery gang. Police say this could lead to the escape of some of the suspects. 2 members of a 6th armed robbery were gunned down by the police at Santasi, a suburb of Kumasi, after they engaged police in an exchange of gunfire. Police were following up on intelligence that the group was planning an attack on some residents there. The police then accosted them, resulting in that shootout. The Deputy Ashanti Regional Commander, DCOP David Ajim, told my colleague Ohim Interior of the security desk the presence of the public who came out of their homes to witness the shootout limited a police officer's ability to efficiently operate there. First, let's listen to DCOP Ajim on how the suspected robbers were tracked, and then we go live to Ohim Interior.
For questioning, these hoodlums were believed, based on our intelligence, were the persons who had earlier in the month or late last month carried out an operation at Manso Dadieso, where 3 persons were killed, including the driver of the DCE.
So you are linking these 2 persons or the group to the Manso Dadieso incident. How? Why are you linking them to the incident?
My brother, if I said that based on intelligence, our intelligence indicated that they were the persons. We are going to do an identification, and after that we can be positive about. But our intelligence were strong, and we believe that they were the persons who perpetrated that crime.
Let's talk about last night's incident. We were told that the residents in the vicinity came out of their homes to catch a glimpse or witness the incident. How did this impact on the police operations?
It did greatly affect us because, but for that, we would have been able to arrest the ones who were fleeing. But because there were too many persons there, we could not do what was expected of us. And I'll take this opportunity to advise the general public that especially if you hear gunshots, please stay where you are, take cover, rather than come out, because the stray bullet can easily, and we are lucky that none of them was injured in the shootout. And so we would advise anybody that once you hear gunshots, stay put, take cover, and wait till things subside, because you could be caught in crossfire.
With the police officer who was hit yesterday, for instance, how is he doing?
Yesterday, immediately after the operation, he was rushed to the hospital, and as at this morning, he's stable, and so we are sure that he will be out of the woods soon.
I take a leave of you. Talking about robbery general in Ashanti region, how would you say has been the rate of robbery incidents in the region?
I think that you would bear testimony to the fact that since the last quarter of last year, and of course the 2 quarters of this year, violent crimes have really gone down, especially armed robbery. The exceptions are a few car snatchings that we've had. But with those as well, we have been able to arrest some people. And of course, this group that were accosted yesterday were also believed to be part of the group that have been carjacking pickups. And so we are working on that, and we assure the public that we'll do our best to get rid of these miscreants in our midst. However, we can only do that if the public offer information. So again, I would plead to the general public that they should offer us information when they see things out of place. What we know is that mostly when these vehicles are snatched, they are parked at warehouses, abandoned places, fitting shops. And so when they see them, they should quickly inform us so that we can be on the scene.
That's Ohimin there interacting with the police in the Ashanti region on what happened. Let's go on live to Kumasi and speak to Ohimin Teria, who's joining me right now. Hello, Ohimin.
Hello, Gifty.
Ohimin, first of all, why is the police linking the suspects to the Manso Dadiase incident where the driver of the DCE for Mansia South was killed?
Thank you, Gifty. According to police, they have picked important evidence. These evidences they wouldn't want to go public with, linking the two people who were shot in yesterday's shootout in Santase to the Manso Dadiase incident. According to DCOP David Ajem, police have picked this information, and beyond the evidence that they have picked, they also want to carry out further investigations to identify the 4 others who managed to escape from the scene yesterday. So police are very sure that the evidence that they have, these people are connected with the Manso Dadiase shooting incident where a gold dealer was targeted and 3 other people were also killed.
It's becoming not a trend per se, but the last time we also did a story about a gold dealer who was not really arrested, but he got in between these people who were trying to dupe him of about 10,000 CDs who were essentially arrested. What is the police doing about some of these cases that are coming up in the region? Did they tell you?
Yes, the Deputy Regional Police Commander did say if you take a look at the number of robbery cases that have been recorded in the region since the last quarter of 2019 through to the first half of this year, it indicates that robbery cases have gone down drastically. But he's not also ruling out other crimes, especially with the re-emergence of car snatching cases in the region, where in the couple of months, a series of cases have come up, including the one that the snatchers had to trail the driver from Bono region all the way to Ashanti region export at the National Cultural Center, where the vehicle was snatched from the driver. But even then, police have managed to retrieve the vehicle and also arrest a buyer who bought the vehicle at a reduced price. So police say they are not resting on their oars, but they are doing everything possible within their powers to bring crime rates under control in the region. Yes, the DCOP Ajem said these are cases that once in a while you will hear, but that does not mean that the security in the region is out of control. But he says it has been brought under control since the last quarter of 2019 to the first half of 2020. Gifty.
Thank you, Ohimin. But before you go, has anything changed on that shooting incident? Is there any new information coming up since the last time we spoke to you?
The new information we are picking from police is that police have strengthened their investigative department. They are doing everything possible to arrest the 4 others who they suspect received gunshot wounds in the shootout. So they are appealing to the general public, especially health facilities and herbal centers, to be on the lookout for people who may visit these facilities with gunshot wounds. And the crime scene management team have also been to the scene. They picked all the vital information, including the gun that were used. They've identified the guns as a SMS assault rifle, and then a foreign pistol with 18 ammunition altogether. And beyond this, they are comparing all these vital information that they have picked with the Manso Nkwanta incident, the spent shells that were picked in Manso, Dadiase, and all that. So they've also intensified the search. They have dispatched a team of police officers to also visit some of these health facilities and also trace and follow up leads that they have picked could lead up to the arrest of the 4 other suspects. Gifty.
I mean, thank you very much. And I'm sure that you'll be keeping this, your eye on this particular story to update our viewers. I'm interior of our security desk there, bringing us up to speed on a shootout incident that went on, police engaging some armed robbers, according to the police, that happened last night.